We are back here at the Two Mics, One Marriage podcast.
That's right. We're here at Laughing Spree Studios. It's 2 mics, 1 marriage time.
Woo,
All new list of
shit.
topics. We're going to talk shit on things we do, places we go, people we know. Boom.
All of the above. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
One of
You
the
like
two
that?
mics
Left-handed
for the
mic
marriage.
drop.
That was really, really
You think
athletic.
if I hold your mic, will you massage my feet during the podcast? Just
This is going to get like
no, just do
kinky,
it. Do it with like one hand. Go ahead. Just that's that's good. I'm like lounging right now. I'm wearing my
Did you shower this morning?
not really. Well, it's crazy because I'm wearing my Dolly Parton tee here, and this is as un-Dolly Parton. She would never show up. Hardly
I'm trying
no
to get both
makeup.
here. This is feeling like
sweatpants.
fetishy. I don't want to.
Okay, then stop. Just I
feels
wanted you.
Weird.
I thought you'd do it the whole half hour.
Okay.
And that'll be the podcast. Oh my! You know how much that podcast would sell for? Just a half hour of you rubbing my feet.
Zero. Who would?
I don't know. I
who
feel
would
like
care
people
about
are out
that?
there buying that.
Buying what? Foot
I have
massage?
really nice feet, by the way. I mean, I'm wearing socks right now, but they're super cute.
Yeah,
They're kind of big, but they're skinny. They're nice.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
you have good
We
feet.
need new
I don't
revenue
know.
streams.
Do you want to do that? What's the site called? There's a foot site where you sell your feet pics. Do you want to do that?
No, I mean, only if it's already in the content we have.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to make extra
Yeah,
feet
maybe
content.
that'll be another
But if
category.
someone
on
could
our-
just zoom in on my feet when we shoot. we'll have a foot cam when we shoot our sketches now, and you'll see everybody's feet.
Okay.
No, I wore
That's
my
good.
sweats
Good
for
enough.
this one. Dolly would have never showed up anywhere in her sweats, or without her hair done.
So you wearing a Dolly Parton shirt, yet you gave me flack for the Vanderpump.
How
it makes
could you
sense.
even compare Dolly Parton to fucking Lisa Vanderpump? Are you kidding me? I'll tell you one thing.
Hey.
Dolly Parton is on the women's wall. Lisa Vanderpump would not make it onto the women's wall.
She
Joey,
should. Joey
I
said
just-
she should.
He would
so-
also put Teresa Giudice on my fucking women's wall if it was up to him.
All right. Yeah. All right. We got off track here because
I
your
know.
shirt selections on what you like versus don't like make no sense. So I will never understand. But
I'm hot. We should turn on the AC for this. I guess we probably turned it off for this. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just like a particular girl.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. And I don't know. I guess you said you've always been that way, which is weird because we were talking with some of our friends recently, and you had mentioned this before, but I've kind of forgot about it, that you actually were once a cheerleader when you were in high school or maybe middle school. I forget.
Yeah, definitely middle school.
When you were in middle school, you were a cheerleader. Which
all my friends were.
all your friends were cheerleaders. I cannot.
You don't think I'm cheery enough to cheerlead?
You would have essentially no school spirit. I can't imagine you.
Oh, you don't cheerlead for the school spirit.
But you have to have.
First of all,
what was it like? Give me an A, give me a B, like whatever. This
you
is
cheerlead
stupid.
for the awards and the competitions.
Okay, but you should have school spirit. It's literally part of it. So
During my reign as Miramar Optimist co-captain, after our regular actual captain, which was some chick who went to the University of Miami, Dana or whatever,
Still
she
bitter.
said we were rude bitches from Miramar, and she abandoned our team halfway through the season, in which case we needed to have one of the girls' moms take over as kind of the fake coach, like the stand-in coach, because they would not allow us to practice or cheer without an adult overseeing it. So she would just show up, and I believe she was drunk sometimes, but it didn't matter because we just needed a warm body, and we took control of the squad at Miramar Optimist.
Wait.
We
back
ran our
up.
own cheerleading squad
Your
for the
title
city.
was Optimist Team Captain.
No, co-captain. No, and it's not Optimist. Like, it was Miramar Optimist. Like, it's a community,
Oh.
like the city league. No.
I thought that was
not the captain of optimism. God, they're not delusional in Miramar. They're just,
that was like the Speaker of the House.
No, I was
your...
co-captain of the squad with Tracy or Sherry. I don't remember who. But nonetheless, I came up with the 30-second cheer. Sharon and Tracy came up with the 60-second cheer. We went to the HOFLC competition.
Okay.
And we beat all of the teams from Boca and Coral Springs who paid choreographers from the University of Miami to come and create their whole things, and had coaches that stayed the entire season and didn't call us biatches. We had none of that, and we beat all of them with a cheer I made up and a cheer they made up.
So you wrote the cheers too. Wow. See, I don't think
that's
I knew
where
that
I
part.
excelled in cheerleading, is the athletic side of it.
Well, no, but you were also head writer as well. And,
well, of course, I choreographed the
team optimist,
honey.
As well.
I produced the cheers.
My God. Well, I knew you. Well, I know you're athletic.
Do I remember the cheer? Joey wants to know. No, I don't remember the entire cheer. I will say this: there was this one key move that had never been seen before, because we literally just made it up. And not to say it's like not possible or has never been done, but it wasn't a regular move. And we did it all as a squad. And I made that part up. Oh, I made the whole cheer up. But I remember that part.
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Well, Minda is very athletic. I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the podcast. I saw her ability to do a round off.
A cartwheel round off.
Cartwheel round off. We were at a hotel. We were at Cabana Bay for one of our Universal trips, and it was these kids that they were like doing cartwheels or round offs, and they were doing them really sucky.
Yeah, and they were like the kind of age where like they should have been able to throw a cartwheel. Like an 11-year-old kid, you can either cartwheel or you can't. Like, don't. Yeah. They were doing them like little toddlers do them. Like,
and we'd been drinking, and Minda kind of goes to me like, "Here, hold my espresso martini and my cigarette." And she's like, "Let me go do a round off." And then she does one like two in a row right in front of me, and it was so impressive.
Well, yeah.
Like,
so we passed these kids. They're doing their crappy, shitty round off cartwheels, which for their age was like really embarrassing for them. I would never want to be their parents if my kids were throwing that kind of shitty cartwheel at a public place. Like, yeah, God,
they
like,
probably
tell them to stop and get lessons or help them out, but don't let them just do that. So I walked past them and I turned to him and I said, "Those are some crappy cartwheels." And I said, "Hold my espresso martini." And then down the other hallway of the hotel, I did a cartwheel round off combination.
Yeah.
Just to
I was
like a good one, like one where your legs go all the way out. Like, it wasn't like those kids' shitty ones.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to go because you had been drinking. I'd never seen you do one before, so I wasn't sure.
I throw backflips into the pool with no diving board or spring.
Your backflip, it's great. It has some issues.
It doesn't have issues. You know how hard it is to get all the way around, and I do get all the way around. It's just sometimes there's a little bit of a twist at the end.
There's sometimes a bit of a twist.
I think we can both say, though, they've improved greatly with the yoga.
They improved. The thing I like most about the backflip has nothing to do with the flip, is you normally do it in a bikini and you land in the pool and like both of your boobs come out every time. Like, you never do it in the appropriate swimsuit and like they
no, but also I never do it when like there's anyone around, because technically you're not allowed to throw backflips into our community pool. But so as soon as it's completely empty and I haven't done one that quarter, I throw a backflip into the pool. I get all the way around. Sometimes there's a little twist at the end, but that's improved with the yoga. But no diving board, no spring. How good was those flips when I had the bouncy thing to spring off of at the birthday party? Remember that?
Oh, you're...
when they had the bouncy slide all the way to the edge of the pool, and I was able to use it as more of like a springboard for my backflips. How amazing were those backflips?
13-year-olds gave you like a standing ovation from your nephew's birthday party. They were clapping.
Man, what a depressing moment.
They had to put their Nerf guns down.
I feel so happy about it. It will be a depressing moment when I can't throw a backflip.
I think you'll always be able to do it. I don't think there will come a day.
No, those round. Oh my God! If I'm ever like, I can't cartwheel, just take me out back and shoot me. Jesus Christ! What am I doing with my life? You know, what am I doing yoga for if I can't do a cartwheel round off?
Right. When you're drinking at the theme parks, it's I don't know. It was
Well,
it was
no,
impressive.
drinking really helps. It really puts a little spring in your step. You know, you're so excited to do it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's really about the launch. You know, you have to go in it with a lot of confidence. Otherwise,
No,
it's over.
your cheerleading story though, I guess should be a movie that you had to overcome so much adversity of your coach leaving you because your girls were too bitchy and catty that she abandoned you.
Some rich girl from University of Miami, and we were like little biatches from Miramar, and that's saying something.
The Miramar thugs.
I think someone on the squad almost fought the coach at some point. There's a good shot. I mean, Miramar.
Yeah.
That's Dave Broward line right there.
Well, you've been, I guess, a dancer your whole life, from what you told me.
Well, unexpected, I guess, skills would be the heading of this.
Well, you told me that at an early age for your grandmother, she used to like for you to perform Swan Lake, including the death scene at the end.
Well, that's all she really wanted. She just wanted me to dance around like the swan and then die. I don't know why she was so into it. I mean, I never took any formal lessons. I was like 4 or 5, but man, I really nailed it each time.
Where did you learn Swan Lake
I think
from?
I may have saw it in a movie or something. I just danced around. I think like what people don't know about performing.
Hey, Minda, will you die for our friends real quickly? Will you?
What people don't understand about performing Swan Lake is you don't actually have to know. Sorry, this is going to be so funny. Actually have to know Swan Lake. All you have to know is that the thing dies at the end. You can dance around to do anything as long as you die at the end and, you know. It's about hitting the ground.
How long was this? Because the real Swan Lake is like an hour and a half.
Was it a minute and a half?
Okay, so this was like this abridged version of the Swan Lake that you were doing for your grandmother and her friend.
Of course, yeah.
Did anyone ever tape it? I mean, I've never seen it, but did anyone ever tape you doing
it?
This?
Was before people toted cameras around everywhere.
I know no one has it on their iPhone, but like I imagine maybe like your Christmas.
No, I never
party
did
or
this
something.
out of a dance recital. I was never really formally taught.
So it's just the indie circuit. You're doing Swan Lake.
Just backyard pool patios.
Just private gigs.
Yeah.
You're doing Swan Lake for your grandmother and her friends.
Yeah. They did a lot of barbecues and stuff. She'd call me over.
Will you die in front of everyone again?
Apparently, I did it really well.
If she kept requesting it, man, and you don't remember any of the movements other than the swan dying at the end.
There was no exact movements. I was like 4 or 5. I did whatever.
Okay.
It was probably never the same twice.
Okay, got it, guys. So it was like an improv. It was like improv Swan Lake.
You don't actually need to know Swan Lake if you just know that you gotta die at the end. Like you could dance around, do whatever. It's about the death.
Okay.
Which is why you love it.
I don't know that I know a little bit about Swan Lake. You've not done it at the house in a while. So
I've never done it.
I would like that before we go to bed each night if you would do the dance.
I probably did a couple turns, a little thing, and then it's all about the dying part.
Was
like
this before you did the funny dances?
Yes.
Okay.
This predated me taking the 4th grade dance class.
Okay. Oh, so this was very early in your dancing career.
4 or 5 years old.
You had one hell of a dancing career that you sort of undershadow. You have literally did private gigs of Swan Lake. Then you moved into 4 dances, all of them unique and great, that you do, maybe 5.
Yeah, well, it all came to a grinding halt at the I think 4th or 5th grade talent show.
Oh yeah, you've talked about the infamous.
Where I went to do a solo dance number, probably because of all this, triumphant dance accomplishments.
Yeah.
And then you got up there and, I don't know, 10 seconds in, I forgot the whole dance I made up and just did the same 3 moves for the entire song. Like the parents didn't even want to clap at the end. It was
So you bombed. You
I
bombed.
totally
You
bombed. I've
your
bombed
dance.
so many times. Like something is saying, "Don't get on a stage, Minda. Just
Yeah.
don't. Please stop."
Well, maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is you.
There's a good shot. Renee has that on tape someplace.
The fourth grade talent show. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure a lot of those tapes have rotted through.
Yeah.
I don't think they were.
I don't think you would want to rewatch it though. It seems to be a traumatic.
Oh God, it's fourth grade
Career
talent
defining.
show, Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you I nailed my fourth grade talent show. It was me and my three friends. We all wore our Stone Cold hats, and then we sang One Headlight by who's it? Bob Dylan's son. Who's sang The Wallflowers.
It's Jacob Dylan from the Wallflowers.
Yeah, we sang One Headlight, which was not my choice. I wanted either Smash Mouth or Limp Bizkit, and they did not agree. So somehow we settled.
So
on
One
Wallflowers.
Headlight, that seems like did that really pump up the crowd there at the talent show?
No, it was awful. Those talent shows were terrible. It was just kid after kid because no one did dance routines. Everyone just sang every year. So it was like all these kids just belting out some song that was popular at the time. And we did that. And I was, because, I had never been on stage before. Since there was three of us around the microphone, I stood with the audience to my back. So
Yeah, well, not everyone
so-
gets a bunch of Swan-like performances under their belt
Yeah.
before fourth grade.
I was not necessarily ready for that moment, but I remember listening because it was in the day when someone had to make a tape of it, and I had to listen to the tape each night and memorize the lyrics for like a week. So
Did you sing it with the lyrics playing though? Right? You
they just played the song, and then we sang along
Over
to
top,
it.
yeah.
It was really really good. Maple View fourth grade talent show.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, it's all our time to shine at some point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boy, for us it certainly wasn't fourth grade.
Yeah. No.
You never know when that peak's gonna hit. Like my Taylor Swift story.
Oh yeah.
That's a true story. Talk about someone with way more talent on stage than we have.
Yeah, it is a better singer. I don't know about a better dancer than you from what you've described, but definitely she's a better singer than both of us.
Well,
but,
I'm sure she's not choreographing her own stuff at this point.
I've never seen her do Swan Lake, not yet. That's going to be our next tour. But yeah, she's been toured through South Florida, through everywhere. I mean, she did a crazy tour. We see her on the Chiefs game. She's everywhere,
Yeah, is that your first time you became familiar with Taylor Swift is at a Chiefs game?
No. I hadn't heard of her until then. I wasn't familiar with the songs that are on all the time.
Well, I knew her when nobody knew who she was.
Yeah, you.
The true story. They used to do a country music festival.
Up north.
Well, when I worked in radio up north, it was outside of the Pittsburgh area, and there's this giant music festival in Ohio that no longer exists. But I've been there for like 30-something years at that point, called Jamboree in the Hills.
I remember that. From
Bridgeport,
being up
Ohio.
north. Yeah.
Jamboree in the Hills. The idea is it was like 4 or 5 days. People would descend into Ohio. They would camp all week, and then starting on like Wednesday or Thursday, they would have day acts all day that you had never heard of before. And then at night would be your Tim McGraw's, your who else is big in country music?
Kenny
at that point?
Chesney.
Yeah, because it was in the 2000s, okay?
Maybe a Charlie Daniels, depending on the year.
I did see Charlie Daniels there that year. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then she would have been one of the day acts at that point.
She was definitely a day act. She only had her Tim McGraw song, I Love You, Tim McGraw. It's the only song she had out. It was before she really broke. It got her on the radio, but it didn't break her like her next song or album or whatever did. But what was insane is I never even knew this working in radio. I was like the director of promotions. I'm running around hospitality area. We're broadcasting live from the stage. I'm shooting T-shirts out to a crowd of 100,000 with a gun, doing super fun stuff. And we all get this call on the radio to hurry up backstage immediately. There was 3 artists who nobody who won meet and greet tickets on air on the radio. No one showed up for their meet and greet. And what I didn't know is they don't tell artists that no one showed up for their meet and greet. They just hurry up and fill the meet and greet line, and you have to pretend to be a fan of that artist. So we gathered up as many people from staff as we could. We got in line. One of the artists who nobody showed up for was Taylor Swift, because no one knew who the hell she was. She was like 14.
That's crazy.
Or
to
13
even
or
think.
something.
That's crazy. She sells out stadiums now, and yet you were doing something where no one showed up to see her. That's crazy.
I got a picture, and I got her to sign a bracelet, the bracelet I was wearing that they had to put on me to pretend like I was supposed to be at the meet and greet. I didn't have anything for her to sign because I didn't know, like I wasn't prepared. I didn't know who she was. It was just like an all hands on deck meet and greets we need to attend. People didn't show up, and so I got her to sign the bracelet, and then my like alcoholic boss at the time deleted all the pictures on the camera, so I don't have the picture with her, but I do have the bracelet. We'll flash up a picture of the bracelet when we talk about this.
Yeah, that is a shame to think. But you said she was very nice. You said
super
she
nice,
was
as sweet as she could be. She looks so young. Like
Yeah.
I said, I think it was 2005 or 2006.
Wow.
Maybe she was 14 or something at the time, 15 tops.
Think about it. Maybe had you not done that, maybe it would have hurt her feelings
Just
so
crushed
bad.
her. All that work she put in,
would've
she would have
quit.
walked
she
away.
She might not be on our wall of women or doing stadium
Oh,
tours.
we do have to get a picture of her on our wall of women.
Yeah,
we'll put that up
she,
too.
She
yeah.
might just be working at a Dairy Queen in Nashville right now if it wasn't for your action to get people to go to her whatever it was press conference thing after.
I'm sure she doesn't see it that way at all. But
so, Taylor,
we can...
I know you're watching this.
No, she's all about that 2 mics, 1 marriage life. You know, that's what she's trying to lock down.
Yeah. She's everywhere now. So yeah, that's an interesting story because it's like who has met her? No one could even say that they've. How do you even get close to meet? Taylor
I
Swift?
gave her a hug. I felt so bad for her. I was like, you know what I'm saying? She's this tiny little wafy blonde girl. Her hair was really long and crimpy blonde, and she couldn't have been more than like 90 pounds or something, kind of tall. And I just like gave her a hug and told her I was such a big fan. It was so great to meet her.
Did you say
I didn't bring anything for you to sign? Can you sign my bracelet? Oh,
did you say from one singer dancer to another? I understand what you're doing up there, and as a fellow singing and dancing artist, I understand the struggles of this industry. So
no, I said good luck tonight.
All right.
And have a great show.
Yeah.
And then I walked away and I said, what's her name again? I was like trying to read the bracelet. I was like, who was that?
Yeah.
And now I know.
All right.
Yeah, boy, she's outpacing me with the monetary gain. So shout out to Taylor.
Yeah.
You're
welcome.
Swiftly got to the top.
I bet no one's ever made that joke.
Yeah, well, all right. That's what we do, making jokes all day. 2 mics, 1 marriage. Check us out. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Apple. You can find us together on HGTV's House Hunters, episode 5,864 or something. No, I don't know.
It's on Max now.
It's on Max now. We've now made it to Max. We're on Hulu. It
might be on Hulu soon.
It is. We'll just let's say it is.
Yeah,
so like we are everywhere. So listen, subscribe. 2 mics, 1 marriage. Follow us on Instagram. We're coming to you straight from Laughing Spree Studios. And lots of sketches coming.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on our tour. We're going to be touring the 2 mics, 1 marriage comedy tour to a city near you.
All right. So see you there.
I'm Minda. She's Dan.
We'll see you on them streets.
Bye.